everyone, and welcome back to Hi English Channel. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here today.
And I'm Paul. It's always great to have you join us. We help you practice real, everyday English through simple, warm conversations.
Exactly. If you enjoy learning with us, please like and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow and reach more learners.
So, Emily, what are we talking about today?
Today's topic is one that always makes people smile: pets and animals.
I love this topic already. Animals make our lives so much happier, don't they?
Absolutely. They give us love, laughter, and so many beautiful memories. So grab your coffee or tea, relax, and let's talk about pets and animals in English.
Before we start, how are you today, Emily?
I'm good, thank you. A little sleepy though. My cat, Luna, woke me up at 5 in the morning again.
Oh no, the classic early morning cat alarm.
Yes, she jumped on my pillow and started meowing loudly. I think she wanted breakfast.
That's funny. My dog Max is the opposite. He sleeps longer than I do.
Lucky you. Luna doesn't care if it's the weekend or not. She's always ready to eat.
So, today's topic is perfect. Let's start by introducing our pets.
Good idea. You go first, Paul. Tell us about Max.
Sure. I have a dog named Max. He's a golden retriever, 4 years old, and super friendly.
A golden retriever? They're so beautiful. How did you get him?
I adopted him from a local animal shelter. When I saw his big brown eyes, I knew he was the one.
That's so sweet. I adopted Luna, too. She was a tiny kitten hiding under a car near my house.
Really? That's brave of you. How did she react when you found her?
She was scared at first, shaking a little, but when I held her, she started purring softly. That sound just melted my heart.
That's a lovely story. Animals can really make us feel calm and loved.
Yes, and for our listeners, here are some simple phrases. I have a pet cat. His name is Max. He's very playful.
Nice and easy. Try saying them at home. Short sentences are perfect for practice.
Right. So, Paul, what's a normal day like with Max?
Well, I usually feed him around 7 a.m. Then we go for a morning walk near the park. He loves sniffing everything.
Typical dog behavior. Luna would never do that.
After the walk, I clean his bowl and give him some water. Then he naps while I work.
That sounds peaceful. For me, Luna eats around the same time. Then she walks around the apartment like a little queen.
That sounds like her personality, independent and proud.
Yes. Later, I brush her fur and play with her toy mouse. Sometimes she hides it under the couch.
Pets really have their own routines. By the way, here are some good words to remember. Feed, walk, brush, clean, cage, and leash.
Good vocabulary. You can say, I feed my dog every morning, or I brush my cat's fur. Simple, but real English.
Speaking of real, how do you know when Luna is happy?
Easy. She rolls on her back and shows her belly. It means she trusts me.
That's adorable. Max gets excited when I come home. He jumps and brings me his favorite toy.
That's real love. But do they get scared sometimes?
Yes, during thunderstorms. Max hides under the table. Big dog, tiny heart.
That's funny. Luna does the same. Loud noise makes her hide under the bed.
I guess pets have their own personalities. Some calm, some super active.
Exactly. Luna is calm and graceful, But my friend's cat, Milo, is wild. He runs across the table like it's a race.
Every pet brings a little chaos and a lot of joy.
True. Speaking of memories, did you have pets when you were a kid?
Yes, I had a little turtle named Speedy. Funny name, right?
I love that. Speedy the turtle.
He was slow, of course, but I loved watching him eat lettuce. Taking care of him taught me patience.
That's such a sweet lesson. My first pet was a white rabbit with pink ears. After school, I used to sit with her in the garden.
That sounds peaceful. Animals really made our childhoods happier.
Yes, they made us feel safe and loved even when life felt confusing.
So true. They give quiet comfort without using words.
Exactly. Now, that reminds me, last weekend I went to a pet shop with my friend Sarah. She wanted to adopt a puppy.
Oh, that's exciting. Did she find one?
Yes, she couldn't decide between a small brown dog and a white fluffy one. She kept saying, "I can't choose. They're both so cute."
I know that feeling. It's hard when they all look adorable.
She finally asked the shop owner, "Can I adopt this one?" The owner smiled and said, "Of course. He's been waiting for a loving home."
That's heartwarming. And good vocabulary, too. Words like adopt, owner, shelter, and puppy.
Exactly. You can say, "I'm looking for a small pet," or "Can I adopt this one?" These phrases are perfect for real-life English.
You know, Emily, pets really become part of the family.
Yes, in my house, everyone helps take care of Luna. My dad feeds her, and my mom plays with her after dinner.
That's sweet. At my home, my son gives Max food, and my wife brushes his fur.
So it's teamwork. And even when we argue, Luna's funny face makes us laugh again.
I can imagine that. Pets always bring peace back into the house.
Yes, they teach us love, patience, and kindness every single day.
Beautifully said, Emily. Pets really connect hearts, don't they?
They do. And that's why today's talk feels so warm.
I agree. But we still have more to talk about. How animals react to weather, what happens when they get sick, and even what lessons they teach us about life.
Right. So don't go anywhere, friends. Stay with us for the next part.
So, Paul, let's talk about something funny, how animals react to the weather.
That's a great idea. Max absolutely hates rain. The moment he hears thunder, he runs under the table and hides his head.
That's adorable. Luna is different. When it rains, she sits by the window and watches every drop fall, like she's in a movie.
That sounds peaceful. Maybe she likes the sound of the rain.
Maybe, but when there's strong wind, she hides under my blanket. Once the wind blew open the window and she almost jumped.
Poor Luna. Max is afraid of storms too, but he loves sunshine. When it's warm, he lies on the grass and rolls around like he owns the park.
I can see that. I think weather really changes a pet's mood.
Totally. When it's too hot, Max just lies on the cool floor and refuses to move.
Same with Luna. She stretches out like melted ice cream on the tiles.
Melted ice cream. That's the perfect description.
For our listeners, here's some vocabulary: wet, storm, thunder, sunshine, dry towel. You can say, "My dog gets wet in the rain," or "My cat sleeps in the sunshine."
Perfect examples. These are real, everyday sentences you can use anytime.
Yes, and it's amazing how animals sense the weather before we do. When it's about to rain, Luna starts looking for a place to hide.
That's true. Max starts barking before a storm. Maybe animals can feel changes in the air.
Nature gives them that gift.
Speaking of nature, have you ever taken Max to the vet during bad weather?
Oh yes, once during a big storm. He was coughing a bit, so I rushed him to the clinic with a towel over his head.
A towel over his head? That must have been a sight.
Everyone in the clinic laughed, but I didn't care. I was worried. He's part of my family.
Of course, when pets get sick, it feels like a family member is sick too.
Exactly. What about Luna? Has she ever been sick?
Once, yes. She stopped eating and just slept all day. I stayed next to her the whole night.
That must have been hard.
It was. But the next morning, she woke up, meowed softly, and went straight to her food bowl. I almost cried with relief.
I can imagine that. Pets don't speak, but their eyes tell you everything.
That's true. Here's some helpful vocabulary for this part. Vet, medicine, checkup, tired, not eating. You can say, my pet needs medicine, or I'm taking my cat to the vet.
Good examples. And when your pet isn't well, you can also say, I hope you feel better soon. It's a kind habit to practice, even in English.
Yes, because love is part of language too. The way we talk shows how we care.
That's beautiful, Emily. And sometimes when I see sick animals at the vet, I feel thankful for the ones we have at home.
Exactly. It makes you realize how fragile and precious life is. Speaking of precious, do you remember visiting the zoo when you were young?
Oh, yes. My parents took me to the zoo every summer. I loved seeing the elephants. They looked so gentle, but so strong.
I know what you mean. I once visited a safari park in South Africa. Seeing lions walking freely under the sun, it was powerful.
Wow, that must have felt like being inside a nature documentary.
It did. And I remembered the giraffes. They moved so gracefully, almost like dancers.
That's beautiful. My favorite was always the panda. It looked so peaceful, eating bamboo slowly as if time didn't exist.
Pandas are the masters of slow life. I think they secretly teach us not to rush.
You're right. Even watching them made me feel calm. Let's teach our listeners some animal words they can use. Zoo, safari, elephant, giraffe, panda, lion. You can say, I saw a lion at the zoo, or the panda looks so cute.
Yes, and also adjectives. Strong, fast, tall, gentle, wild. You can say, the elephant is strong, or the dolphin is friendly.
Good practice. And when we compare, we can use sentences like, a lion is stronger than a deer, or a giraffe is taller than a horse.
That's excellent grammar in real-life use.
Exactly. English becomes easier when you connect it to stories and real images.
Speaking of real stories, Paul, what's one lesson your pet has taught you?
I think Max has taught me patience. When he was a puppy, he chewed on everything. My shoes, my phone cable, even my socks. I got angry at first, but then I realized he was just curious.
Puppies do that. They're like children exploring the world.
Yes, and one day after I shouted at him, he came to me, wagging his tail, still full of love. That moment taught me forgiveness.
That's so moving. Animals forgive easily. They don't hold grudges like people sometimes do.
Exactly. What about Luna? What has she taught you?
Patience, definitely. Cats don't come when you call them. You have to wait for them to trust you. She taught me that love can't be rushed.
That's a deep lesson. Maybe that's why we love animals. They remind us how to love better.
Yes, they teach us loyalty, kindness, and peace without saying a single word.
And even wild animals show that balance. Lions protect their families. Birds work together when flying. Nature has its own wisdom.
That's true. Sometimes when I watch Luna sleeping, I think she's not worried about tomorrow. She just rests. And I realize how simple happiness can be.
That's beautiful, Emily. Pets remind us to enjoy the small moments, to eat, rest, and love the people near us.
Exactly. And that's a life lesson in itself.
You know, talking about animals makes me think about how we humans can learn from them. Maybe we should slow down a little, listen more, and appreciate life's quiet sounds.
Yes, like the sound of soft rain or the way your pet breathes when it's sleeping beside you. Those little details bring peace.
They really do. And for learners, remember, language is also about noticing small things. Describe what you see, what you hear, what you feel. That's how you make your English alive.
I love that. English is not just grammar, it's connection between people and even between people and animals.
Exactly. And I think this topic shows that perfectly.
It does. We've talked about our pets, their routines, the weather, their emotions, even what they teach us. But there's still one more thing we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, what's that?
The little ways animals make our world better, how they help families, protect people, and even heal hearts. I think that's something worth exploring next.
I agree completely. Let's dive into that next part.
So, Paul, earlier you mentioned that pets make families closer. I really believe that too.
Yes, absolutely. In my family, Max is like our fifth member. We plan our weekends around him.
That's so sweet. What kind of things do you do together?
On Saturdays, we take him to the park. My son throws a ball, my wife takes pictures, and Max runs like crazy. We laugh the whole time.
That sounds like the perfect family moment. In my house, Luna is more of a queen than a member. My dad feeds her like royalty.
Oh, I can imagine. Cats always find the person who spoils them the most.
Exactly. My dad says, she's not just a cat, she's my little granddaughter.
That's adorable. And see, pets create those funny, loving stories that families remember for years.
Yes, even small things like when Luna hides under the sofa and suddenly jumps out make everyone laugh. It's simple, but it connects us.
You know, once Max stole my son's sandwich from the table. My son was angry for 10 seconds, then started laughing. Moments like that bring joy to the house.
That's the magic of pets. They bring peace, laughter, and warmth without saying a word.
Exactly. And for English learners, here's a small vocabulary set for this topic. Feed, leash, fur, treats, bowl, and blanket. You can say, I feed my dog twice a day, or my cat sleeps on a warm blanket.
That's great. And these are real-life sentences you can use when you talk about your family and pets.
Emily, have you ever noticed how animals also change our emotions?
Yes, completely. When I'm sad or tired, Luna always comes and sits near me. She doesn't do anything, she just stays there quietly.
That's beautiful. Max does that too. He can sense when someone is upset. He just puts his head on your knee, like he's saying, it's okay.
Animals have this amazing emotional intelligence. They don't speak, but they listen with their hearts.
That's so true. And sometimes they even help people heal. I once met a woman who worked with therapy dogs in hospitals.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
She said the dogs visit sick children and sit beside them. When the kids pet down, they start smiling again. It gives them hope.
That's so touching. I've read stories like that too, about how animals can lower stress and help people with anxiety.
Yes, even watching fish in an aquarium can calm your mind.
That's true. I used to visit a small cafe where they had a big fish tank. I could sit there for hours, just watching the fish move slowly.
It's almost like meditation. Animals teach us to slow down and breathe.
Exactly. Sometimes I think pets come into our lives for a reason, to remind us what kindness and patience look like.
That's a beautiful way to say it.
Do you remember that time last winter when it was raining for days?
Yes, it was so cold and gray.
Luna sat on my lap while I was working from home. The sound of rain and her quiet purring, it felt like peace itself.
That's such a lovely picture. Max was probably chasing his tail during that storm.
I'm sure.
He is, but he also has this gentle side. When my wife was sick with the flu, he stayed by her bed all day, refusing to leave.
Wow, that's loyalty in its purest form.
Exactly. And it reminded me how love doesn't need words, just presence.
That's true for both pets and people.
Right. And that's another small lesson English learners can take. Not just words, but emotion too. When you speak, try to share your feeling, not just grammar.
I love that advice, Paul. English is more than perfect sentences. It's about connection.
Exactly. When you talk about your pet, use emotion. I love my dog. My cat makes me happy. My bird sings every morning. These short sentences carry big meaning.
Yes, and they're easy to practice. Even saying them out loud every morning can build confidence.
Speaking of mornings, how does Luna act when you wake up?
Oh, she becomes my personal alarm clock. She meows loudly until I get up.
That sounds like a strict boss.
Yes, she even walks on my laptop when I'm working too long. Maybe she's saying, "Take a break, human."
That's actually good advice. Pets take care of us in their own ways.
Yes, and it's funny how we think we're taking care of them, but they're also taking care of us.
That's so true. Sometimes Max looks at me with his big brown eyes, and it feels like he's saying, "Don't worry, everything's okay."
That's why people call dogs man's best friend.
Exactly. And for cats, maybe queen of the house, laughing.
Yes, they rule quietly but powerfully. Emily, do you think animals have feelings just like humans?
Absolutely. Maybe not the same, but they feel happiness, fear, and even jealousy. Luna gets jealous when I pet another cat.
Oh, really? How does she show it?
She turns her back on me and pretends not to hear. It's like silent drama.
That's so cat-like.
Max just jumps between me and whoever I'm talking to. He wants all the attention.
Animals are like children sometimes, honest and expressive.
Yes, and they remind us how important simple emotions are.
Exactly. They don't care about money or status. They just care about love.
That's why people say animals show pure love, the kind that never judges.
Yes, and maybe that's why we feel peace around them. They teach us to love without words, to live in the present moment.
You know, Emily, this conversation makes me think, if people treated each other the way pets treat their owners, the world would be a kinder place.
That's a beautiful thought, Paul. And maybe that's the lesson. To love more, complain less, and wag our tails a little more often.
So I'll try that tomorrow morning.
Yes. Start the day with kindness and maybe a walk in the sunshine, just like Max.
That's the plan. But now I think we should explore something even deeper, the amazing ways animals communicate with humans.
Yes, that's one of my favorite topics. Let's talk about that next. So, Paul, you mentioned something interesting, how animals communicate with us. I think that's a magical topic.
Yes, it really is. They don't speak with words, but somehow we understand them perfectly.
Exactly. Luna has a whole language. When she meows once, it means feed me. When she meows twice, it means open the door.
That's impressive. Max has a similar system. When he brings me his leash, it means let's go out. When he brings his toy, it means play with me.
I love that. They know exactly how to get our attention.
Yes, and they even read our faces. When I look sad, Max becomes quiet. When I'm happy, he jumps around.
That's emotional connection. It's amazing how animals feel our moods.
Right. Once, when I came home tired after a long day, Max just sat beside me, resting his head on my leg. He didn't move or bark. He just stayed there. It felt like he was saying, "I'm here for you."
That's such a powerful kind of love, silent but full of meaning.
Yes. I think animals teach us to listen more and talk less.
I agree. Sometimes I think humans forget how to be quiet, to really feel things around them. Animals remind us to slow down.
Exactly. And, many English learners can use this topic to practice describing emotions. For example, my dog looks happy, or my cat feels scared, or my bird sounds excited.
That's perfect. You can even describe actions like he jumps when he's excited, she hides when she's scared. These sentences help you express both emotion and action.
That's a great grammar tip, Emily. Using the present simple to describe habits or behavior.
Yes, it's natural English. You talk about what your pet usually does.
Speaking of behavior, do you think animals can understand human words?
Some of them, yes. Luna knows her name, and she knows the word food. That's the most important one.
Of course. Max understands sit, come, stay, and, strangely, walk. If I say that word, he runs to the door immediately.
It's like they only hear what they like.
Exactly. But that's what makes them so charming.
You know, this reminds me of a story my neighbor told me. Her dog once waited at the door every evening at 6 p.m. for his owner to return from work. Even after the owner passed away, the dog still waited for weeks.
Oh, that's heartbreaking but beautiful. That's pure loyalty.
Yes, it made me realize how deep animals' love can be. They don't care about money or status, just presence and love.
Exactly. They love us for who we are, not what we have. That's something all humans can learn.
You're right. Maybe that's why people who have pets often smile more. They experience unconditional love every day.
Yes, and it changes how they treat others too. Gentler, kinder, more patient.
True. You can't rush a dog's walk or force a cat to play. You learn patience through them.
And maybe gratitude, too. Every time Max looks at me with those happy eyes, I feel thankful for such simple joy.
That's beautiful, Paul. Gratitude is the secret ingredient in love, isn't it?
It really is. And for English learners, gratitude is also a great topic to practice. You can say, "I'm thankful for my pet," or "I'm happy to have a dog." Simple, but full of feeling.
Yes, language becomes powerful when you put your heart in it.
Emily, I think pets also teach us something about forgiveness.
Oh, yes, you can make a mistake, forget to feed them, or scold them, and still they come running back to you with love.
Exactly. They don't hold grudges. They just move on.
What a lesson that is. Imagine if humans could forgive as quickly as pets do.
The world would be so much more peaceful.
Yes, sometimes I think God gave us animals to remind us of His love. Gentle, patient, always there.
That's a beautiful thought, Emily.
You know, when Luna curls up beside me at night, I feel like the world slows down for a moment. No worries, no noise, just peace.
That's what animals bring, peace in small moments.
Exactly, and those small moments make life big.
I love that line. We should make it our quote of the day.
Maybe we should. But seriously, I think animals teach us how to live simply and love deeply.
That could be the title of this episode. Live simply, love deeply.
Perfect title. And it fits every story we shared today.
Yes, We talked about our pets, their daily routines, their emotions, how they react to weather, how they heal us, and even what they teach us about life.
Exactly. We practiced lots of useful words too. Feed, leash, storm, vet, fur, blanket, panda, gratitude, and forgiveness.
And we learned phrases like, he gets excited when, and she hides when she's scared.
Right. You don't need to remember everything today. Just choose a few and use them in your own sentences.
Little by little, your English grows stronger, just like caring for a pet, day by day.
Yes, language is like love. It grows when you give it time and attention.
Beautifully said, Emily.
Thank you. Now, before we finish, let's ask our listeners today's question.
Great idea.
So, today's question is, do you have a pet? Tell us about it. What kind of animal is it? What's its name?
And if you don't have one, what animal would you like to have in the future?
You can start your answer with, I have a, or I'd like to have a.
Don't be shy. Write your answer in the comments. We love reading your stories.
Yes, and your stories help other learners too. They see they're not alone on this journey.
Exactly. Every comment is a small connection, just like every word in English brings people closer.
So keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, the goal isn't to be perfect, but to keep growing.
You're doing a great job already. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. It really helps our community grow.
And most importantly, show kindness to your pets. Today, give them a hug, a walk, or a few kind words. They deserve it.
Yes, they do. They give us so much love. Let's give some back.
Thank you, everyone, for listening and learning with us.
We'll see you again very soon with another warm English conversation.
Until then, keep your heart open, your English growing, and your smile shining.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, friends. See you next time on Hi English Channel.